What is up, YouTube? This is Eli Beaverson Golf, and welcome to another golf ball review. So before we get right into this review, if you happen to be new to this channel, make sure you click subscribe down below and then hit the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever I release a new video, because I put out all sorts of cool golf content. So today, I will be reviewing the Srixon Z-Star XV. If you haven't seen my other golf ball reviews, check them out up here in the corner, because to get an idea of how this review is formatted, you want to check out some of my other reviews. So with no further ado, we're going to get right into the review. It's going to comprise of 6 main categories. Each is worth 5 points, meaning the perfect golf ball would be 30 points. Putting feel, short game feel and spin, and then out on the golf course in terms of overall performance, wind performance, and durability. So it's now time to check out the box breakdown. So if you haven't seen the box breakdown before, basically I'm just going to be looking at the things the company is claiming about its golf ball, and I'm going to see if those are true throughout the review. So the first claim is category leading distance off the tee from the energetic gradient growth core. The second claim is improved flight performance from the 338 speed dimple pattern. The third claim is softer feel, enhanced greenside spin, and more consistent spin on approach shots from any lie, especially from the rough. That is coming from the 3rd generation Spin Skin. So I'm going to stroke a few 4-footers here, and I'm just going to get my first impressions of how soft or not soft this golf ball feels off of the putter. Now, if you've watched my reviews before, you would know that I prefer a soft feel, so we're going to see if the Z-Star XV can deliver. Definitely not really soft, but it doesn't feel appalling at all. Yeah, it's firm, but it doesn't have a super clicky sound. It's hard to describe, but it doesn't feel too bad, but it's a bit firmer than I would have loved. So now I'm going to hit a couple of 20-footers. I'll let you see how it sounds. Okay, I've finished with the putting segment of this test, and the Z-Star XV feels quite a bit firmer than I would have expected it to. I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5. Like I said, it had a bit of a click to it, but it wasn't really high-pitched and clicky, but it definitely did feel much firmer off of the putter face than I would enjoy. So now I'm going to hit some chip and pitch shots with it. I'm going to be looking at how soft it feels and how much spin I'm getting. I'll be hitting a few simple 10-yard chips, then I'll move it back to some 25-yard pitches, and then finally some 50-yard pitch shots before I head out to the golf course. Alright, I have hit my chip and pitch shots with the Z-Star XV, and just as a quick disclaimer, the greens are very firm today. It's been very, very hot here the last few days, so just keep that in mind as I go through the scores here. So in terms of feel, again, it was kind of like the putting. It didn't feel great. Only can give it a 2.5. And in terms of spins, there were a couple shots where it spun well, but there were some where it really didn't at all. So I'm kind of having a hard time picking a number, so I'm also going to go with 2.5. Just very mediocre stuff around the short game area. Alright guys, I'm out here at Purgatory Golf Club today on holes 11 through 13. We've got a short par 4, and then a mid-length par 3, and a mid-length par 5. So let's see if the Z-Star XV will do anything to wow me out here on the golf course. Alright, I'm all finished up out on the golf course with the Z-Star XV, and it did a marvelous job on the golf course, I have to say. It gets a 4.5 for overall performance. It was very, very long. It flew very, very high. The one caution I have is that I seem to pick up about a half club of distance on each and every shot, which isn't necessarily a good thing. For example, you could see there on that last par 5, my wedge shot in from about 85 to 90 yards. I overflew the target by about 10 yards, more than I would have expected to, so that's just my one word of caution there, but very good overall. In terms of wind, it wasn't very windy today, but I think it would be a very, very good performer because it seemed fairly low spinning off of the fuller shots, so it also will get a 4.5 for the wind. And in terms of durability, you can take a look here. I'm only going to give it a 3. In my opinion, it's got a couple of, relatively big scuffs. That's not really what I would expect to see from a golf ball like this after only a few holes of play, given the fact I wasn't in any sand traps or cart paths or off of trees or anything of that nature. So given all of that, that brings the Z-Star XV into a total of 19.5 out of 30. Overall, that's a very poor performance, but if you are somebody with a relatively high swing speed, don't completely put this golf ball off of your list, because I think there are people out there that this golf ball would suit very, very nicely. Now we're going to look back at the box breakdown. The first claim was category leading distance off the tee. Absolutely, it was very, very long. Secondly, improved flight performance. Absolutely that. And third, softer feel, enhanced greenside spin, etc. No, can't say that whatsoever. So, in recap, would I play the Srixon Z-Star XV? No, I would not. Even though it performed very well on the golf course with my fuller shots, around the greens and on the greens, it just felt too firm for my liking, and I would not be able to look past that. So no, I would not be gaming this golf ball, but I want you to comment down below if you do game it, or if you're going to be testing it after watching this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.